Toast is making it spooky. Spooky. Ha! There you go. What's up? No, dude, I'm changing things up today. Why is that not even reading it? Did I not read it? For the love of... Give me a break.
Greetings, PG and John. We are here and things are going. Yeah, things are going. Jim Platt, Jim Nervous built a Jim PG.
Everything's broken. Yep, this is what happens when you try something new, Dad. What's up? How's it going? I'm literally in Steve's stream right now. I didn't even change the card. What's up? How's it going? We had to rebuild a bunch of stuff, but here we are. No, because I'm doing, like, for easy mode days, I kind of want to switch things up just to keep myself interested and not be bored out of my freaking mind. What's up? How's it going? Let's see. Thank you. How's it going? Thanos, how's it going? Outcast from Xbox. We got the thing, Thanos, but I can't show it today because I don't have the webcam set up because I'm an idiot. Just letting you know. Thank you. Sunday. For reals. Oh, good. Princeps, what's up? How's it going? Shady Gun, Real Max Marvel, Raisin Ronic, Jofo, what's up? Outcast from Xbox, you.
49 moons. Good to see you, my pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Feeling better finally after a weekend and 2 work days of agony.
Agony. I hear you. What's up? Woomst. What's up? Woomst. The Woomst. What's up? Let's see. Thank you, Glasgow. What's up? Everything's in agony. Existence is agony. Isn't that a thing, that Buddhist thing? Existence is suffering. What's that called? Like, something. What do you get? So who's doing what today? Dude, it's Thursday? Question mark? It is Thursday. I'm slightly stabilized, so we're going to see what happens today. Slightly. Been listening to season 7 and 8 of this, of the show while cleaning this morning. What show? What show? It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. That's good. And hey, for people who haven't seen the Wednesday series, because you're waiting for like a physical copy, they're making a physical copy. Yeah, they're actually making like a Blu-ray collection. I didn't think that would even be a thing, but apparently Netflix is like, hey, nobody's subscribing there, so let's do something different. Oh, I knew there was something going on. Oh, that's what I gotta do. Yeah, I gotta change around the hotkeys. Yep. Yeah, well, I think we could do that later. Again, I had to rebuild a bunch of stuff here, so stuff is going to be a bit wanky. Wanky wonky. Wanky wonky. What are you going to do? So wait, if that's, no, that's this. Oh, okay. I see what I got to do. Yeah, I can do that now. You guys can wait, right? Yeah. It'll be like 2 seconds, maybe 7 seconds, maybe 11. Could be less. Oh my God. No, they don't make it easy. All right, let's see if that works. Boop. Yeah, there we go. All right, I fixed it. Good for me, right? I'm a freaking genius. Fixing it live. Beautiful. Do you do anything special for Red Nose Day? I don't even know what Red Nose Day is. Is that when, like, people who drink too much get their noses all red and then just like, hey, how's it going? I love you guys, man. That kind of thing. What the hell's Red Nose Day? Maybe I'll punch somebody in the nose. I don't think it really matters for me because I don't technically have a nose. I have a nose hole. Does that count? I never watched the show Wednesday. Ever love it just is weird for her character. It doesn't seem like she would care about others. I think it was done well enough, but Spotify Wrapped rolled out today. Yeah. Was he? Hey, there you go. At least I'm in your playlist. Thank you. They always show like the, the Spotify rap things, and they're just like, dude, this is what you've been listening to. It's like, I know what I've been listening to. I know what I've been listening to. I don't know. People seem to be like, Then people share it constantly, and then that's all I see for about 3 weeks. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
Bought Violent Night in April, but EasyRL was waiting till the season to watch it. It was worth the wait.
Hey.
I need more Viking Santa. Isn't there a song about Randolph the reindeer and his red nose? I don't know. I forgot Christmas carols, lol.
What do you mean you forgot Christmas carols? Nobody forgets Christmas carols. They go la 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 la. That's how they work. You know, and then it gets stuck in your brain. Like, all I want for Christmas is, what is it, shoes? Glue? I forget the rest of it. But, the tune is in my head. I don't know what is Spotify Rap because I don't have Spotify. Well, basically, it's an assessment of everything you've listened to, and it shows you the top things you've been listening to throughout the year. Burp. And then everyone else started doing raps. Like, your year-end rap, dude. This is what you've been listening to. Steam does it. This is what you've been playing. You know, it's like, dude, I don't care. This is like, I got to tell you, after being laid up for a couple of weeks, I've had this, like, weird, eye-opening thing about,
All I want for Christmas is peace and quiet. Little no annoying neighbors. Can Santa do that?
Nope, never going to happen. If you're dyslexic, Satan might be able to, but then, that's probably legalities there. No, but dude, like, after just sitting around, like, bruh, kind of busted up, and I'm just thinking about all this weird crap I'm getting inundated with on the phone, because generally I don't look at the phone, and I only look at the phone when I'm laid up and I can't actually do real work. So I'm sitting there and I'm just staring at this crap that everyone keeps throwing at me, and I'm like, wow, this is all garbage. Wow, humanity's just a dumpster fire, isn't it? I'm like, dude, it's just like thing after thing of useless information that I don't care about. I'm just like, I don't care. Wow. But of course, on the other side of that, I'm a little dismayed that there's really nothing interesting for me for humanity. I'm just like, you guys are all boring. Come on, humanity, get good. Yeah. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Follow-up question. How do you conjure up that Satan? Just asking for a friend.
I don't know. I probably have to ask Steve, who's going to have to ask Gora, and then Gora's going to be like, don't bother me or I'm going to eat your soul. That kind of thing. It's really hard to get a straight answer on it to anybody, especially when it comes to that. It's like, dude, how do I summon this? And they're just like, see, I get to use Steve coffee cards today. Spicy. But they're all just a bunch of little vampires, huh? All right. Stupid vampires. He still didn't give me my juice box back. He drank my juice box. Didn't replace it or nothing. Foamy, hi. Did you donate money to the Children of Red Nose Day? No, we donate to other things. Like, literally. We got local food banks. We got... What's the other thing? Was it like the Bowery Mission? That's New York, bro. Mission Hill.
High C juice box?
No, it was just like a Hawaiian Punch fruit box. Like one of those old school ones that you got to stick the straw in. I don't know, they just took it. They didn't even use the straw, they just used their fang and sucked out all of the juice. They're like, it was red, I thought it was blood. I'm like, no, it's not. Nice dress. No, that's the Wednesday dress. We're at the mall, we gotta go shopping. Dude, it's 'tis the season to shop and spend money. I have no idea what gifts I'm getting for anybody like that I know IRL, because I feel like since funds are tight, that better not be my fruit punch back there. She literally just pulled up fruit punch. No, because dude, I'm on a budget. I'm gonna like hand out Foamy sketches. I'm gonna be like, here you go, Foamy be with you, and people are gonna be like, oh gee, thanks, that's great. No man, dude, what if I die? That's gonna be a collector's item, bro. What's up? Steampunk Chick, hi. How are you? We're alive. I'm going to say we're mildly stabilized. We'll see. That fit, hi. What's up? I'm literally stressing. It's weird because since we've been laid up, like just looking at the phone, dude, our carpal tunnel has been screaming. It's been like, I hate you. I don't know what the hell it is. Like, it's really aggravating. Because, like, we can only lay on our back. So imagine just laying on your back for the duration of your sleep, unconscious. You wake up and your arms are just like, ow. Because I am weird and folded, like I'm sleeping in a coffin like a vampire, which is kind of weird. Picking up bad habits. So who's doing what? Did anybody find any Cyber Monday deals? Do we have I don't even know if we got a hype train here. Hold on. No, I got to see if what buttons actually work and what do what. Okay, that's that. All right, good. That's not doing it. What about the candy? Do we have the candy on this thing or no? No, we just got blood. All right, never mind. Apparently, my top artists are Sublime, Pantera, Blaze Foley, Ramones, and the Aquabats. Ooh, nice. Dude, Pantera? Dude, Pantera, bro. Waiting for my shirts from Cyber Monday shopping. Yeah, there you go. Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday. It's not about robots. It's about sales on stuff that you may or may not need. I know. I was looking around. There wasn't really a ton of deals that I was like, oh my God. You know? I kind of gravitated toward household things that I kind of need. Like, oh, you know, get 35% off mouthwash. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's a good deal. Yeah, I have limited needs now at this point. Dun, 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 dun. All the cool sites that I wanted to have sales, Sentai Filmworks had really good sales, but it's like I got all the stuff that I wanted to from like 2 years ago, which I still haven't had a chance to watch. But they had like box sets. Dude, you could have gotten the first series of Umaru-chan for $5. The first season? $5. The whole thing. Blu-ray. It's crazy. Black Friday deals with 3% discount. Woo, what a deal. Yeah, some of them were just like, because I keep prices in the back of my head of stuff that I actually want to pick up eventually. And I'm like, it's not really a deal for Black Friday. It's not like, oh my God, this is such a good deal, because I've seen it at lower prices throughout the year. And if you're always unsure, just like, you know, find a price checker. It'll give you the high and low throughout the year. Oh. No. Barnabas, thank you. I appreciate free moods in advance. And 1,000 bits. Oh my God, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Hey, we're going to get Christmas gifts after all. Thank you. I appreciate. I found lemon curd. We were talking about it the last time. We found some. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but we found lemon curd. Lemon curd. It's supposed to be like the internal organs of a lemon pie. Not organs, but you know what I mean. The fruit filling. Just in a jar. A big jar of lemon curd. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm excited. I think that's going to be lunch. Lemon curd lunch. There you go. Oh, and other fun news. You know how everybody hated Twitter, but now they hate it more because it's X? Apparently, go.
I don't know if it was Game Pass or Cyber Monday, but the Chucky DLC for Dead by Daylight was 35% off. Kinda fun slashing Steves with Durf.
Does it work? Like, how does Chucky work in Dead by Daylight? Because that just came out, and I'm just like, ooh, that's interesting. Did they have Brad Dourif lines in there? Because I feel like that would be kind of good. Twitter X. Yeah, apparently nobody likes it now. Like, even Disney and Warner Brothers are pulling ads and not even bother posting on their thing. That's bad. I'm sure Elon knows it's bad, too, because they're just like, oh, my God. You know, so I feel like X is going to be less and less relevant if things keep going this way. The only thing that's going to happen to save this thing is they're going to have to get rid of Elon, hand it over to whoever else wants to be in charge, and rebrand it as Twitter and get rid of all the garbage. Boom. It's gonna be insane. All I got on Cyber Monday was some clothes and a couple of books. Nice. So much for Elon being a business guru. No, well, I think he wanted to change the platform into like, you could say whatever you want and let's have an open dialogue of intellectualism. Yeah, apparently they weren't on the internet long enough to realize that there is an open dialogue of intellectualism on the internet at all, ever. It doesn't happen. Elon, you're overestimating the intelligence of your user base. As I think most people do. All right? There was an interesting story about Dave Chappelle, right? Where he was going on this whole thing about, you know, doing higher end comedy bits. And he's like, no, man, my audience will get it because, you know, they'll appreciate it, blah, 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 blah. And all the executives around him were like, dude, you're overestimating your, you know, core group. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then it turns out, yeah, he was.
Yeah, it's Jerry lines. And he does indeed swear. I didn't try Tiffany though. Though a cloud picks up Chucky and the survivors when you down them. He can run under pallets and he's in third-person view instead of...
Oh, I do like third-person view. Dude, I hate first-person. Oh, I'm going to buy that later. I may actually fire up Dead by Daylight. Dude, what is he, like $5? Dude, I want to play that now. Dude, third-person? Yes. I hate first-person. Are you on Mastodon? No. Dude, I would, like, if it was up to me, I would literally remove everything from every platform and just hang out here every once in a while. Like, I am just so done with Internet of Things because everything is just an utter mess of garbage. I don't care about new platforms. I don't care about old platforms. As far as I'm concerned, it's just, it's literally a garbage dumping ground for crap. And it's so difficult to find the good stuff because it's buried under so much garbage. I got to be like a digital archaeologist looking for the gems hidden under a pile of trash and refuse. I don't know. Wish the internet was better, but, you know. Because, yeah, and the other problem is none of the algorithms give me anything I want to see, you know? It's not like I go on YouTube or whatever. It's like, God forbid, I click on a link and it opens up some kind of video, and I'm just like, oh, well, great, that's part of my algorithm now. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting these weird things for stuff I really don't care about. Hey, you looked at this video of socks. Now you're going to get socks videos the entire life. Oh, look at these socks. They're really good for circulation. Compression socks. All the time. I'm like, yo, I accidentally clicked on a video of socks while I was looking for sandals. Sandals do not require socks. Never get any sandal videos in my YouTube algorithm. It's ridiculous. What if Mark Zuckerberg had bought Twitter instead of Elon Musk? We don't need that. He's got Threads, bro. You can find us on Threads too. Does anybody even use that? I post there because it exists, but I don't know if it's used. I see others post on it, but beyond that, who knows? Yeah, I noticed Marvel and DC stopped posting on Twitter. Yeah, basically, you know, the larger companies, Warner Brothers, you know, Disney, are just kind of fed up. And apparently Elon posted something that was a little anti-fill in a blank, and then Disney and, you know, Warner Brothers was like, well, you know what, screw this platform. I can't take it. I don't even want to get into the ins and outs of it. You know, if it crashes and crumbles, I'm fine with it. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'll just, you know, go to another platform. I feel like we're all in this platform shuffle right now. It's like, oh, there's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know, X, Threads, you know, Mastodon, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. I'm like, my God, can we just have like a small, good amount of whatever? Never interest to make another account and jump ship on the platform. Threads can go beep itself. Now, what are you going to do? I don't know, man. I kind of wish Twitter was still just Twitter. And, you know, old Twitter wasn't good, but X isn't any better. So, you know, we're stuck with a different type of garbage. You know, and not for nothing, Threads got a little trashy too when everybody kind of left, you know, X, Twitter, and they were just like, oh, I'm going to go over to the Threads. You know, and then Threads just became the same crap that was on Twitter. It's just a constant feed of garbage I don't care about. And I'm just like, can I just please find something I like? Oh, God. What are you going to do? Hey, but there's going to be another new Professor Layton game in 2025. I mean, I don't know if you want to get too hyped about it, you know, considering it's like an entire year off, but ugh. And of course, they're making yet another spin-off of The Boys. Do we need this? God, dude, The Boys is going to be like the superhero version of The Walking Dead. It's just going to keep going on forever. They're going to have multiple spin-offs, you know, people like who have superpowered toes, and it's going to be like, it's going to be just, I don't care. I lost interest because they started the Gen V, whatever crap, and I'm just like, I don't care. I have an Instagram and Facebook. That's about all social as I get. Yeah, unfortunately, we're on everything because business, you know? Not that seems to be doing me any good. You know, for all the posting I do, I'm just like, yeah, where's the engagement and feedback I'm supposed to be getting, you know? Well, good feedback, not the people who are like, I hate you, die. You know, the helpful stuff. What's happening to the Boys show now? It's just another spinoff. It takes place in Mexico, allegedly.
Yeah, I double-checked Durf is Chucky and Jennifer Tilly is Tiffany.
Nice.
With new lines unique to the game. Though admittedly I did have more fun playing Jumpscare Myers.
Yeah, Myers was pretty good. Bump, bump, bump. Thank you. Mark Zuckerberg bought Twitter. What David Fincher would have to make an antisocial network. Ugh. I feel like out of all the social media, the person who did the best was, what was his name? Tom from MySpace. It's like he sold it, and then he just went traveling the world with the money, taking pictures. My God. Like, they probably don't even have a social media account. Or whoever owned Facebook, whatever. I mean, MySpace. And I'm just like, dude, that's the way to go, man. Dude, you're like, yeah, I got like $300 million. I guess I'm just going to travel the world and see things and not be bothered with social media. Can you imagine? Hey, chat. Can you imagine living in a world where you weren't bothered by social media every day? Dude, how cool would that be? Of course, if you're older and you lived in a time before social media, you're like, I remember. But, here we are. Social media is struggling because the plateau of user growth is approaching. Yeah, I feel like, dude, because you have a whole generation of people who are been raised on it. They're already kind of pot committed to their social media platforms, So TikTok was like the last one that came out that really blew up real quick. And everyone's like, oh my God, dude, I don't see that going anywhere. But then I feel like it's been a detriment to the universal creativity of the arts across the board. Because I'm just like, there's just so much garbage on there. I'm just like, oh my God. Even the cooking videos have turned into trash. I'm like, you should be focusing on the dish you're preparing, not the chest of the person who's preparing the dish. They're like, oh, look at his cooking video, but oh, yeah, this person barely has a top on, so let's watch them cook steak. I'm like, wait, what? I live that world now. Yeah, right? Just shut it all down. Shut it down. Yeah, the only way I'd be able to do that is if I, like, retire. I don't think that's ever going to be feasible. I would just have to, like, retire, close all the accounts, and just be like, I'm out. Release physical comic books once a year. In the 1980s, social media was basically writing letters, making phone calls, using walkie-talkies, and sending little messages to your friends on beepers. Boobs. Coffee time. See what other weird vampire cards are here. It's cool. It's like going through a different collection. Coffee's all right. It's like 3 different types of coffees I put together. Go.
Hello, Atil Will Breath and everyone. Jim, hi Jim, coffee sip.
Adam, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. 41 moons. How's it going? Boom, boom. I'm literally stretching my arms in the background just like navigate the carpal tunnel here. Yeah, YouTube started that, right? Yeah, after a while you're on YouTube enough, you're just like, yeah, I've kind of seen everything I want. I'll get back to it when I need a teardown video of electronics I'm trying to rebuild. Oh, speaking of which, dude, there's this, I don't know if anyone's heard of this, what the hell is it called? I'm going to have to look it up. Somebody remind Steve, there's a iPod, basically, I don't want to call it a knockoff, but basically it's an iPod kind of thing for people who like old school MP3 players with the little scroll wheel. It's not bad. And it's like $45 last time I looked. I gotta look it up. I forget the name of it. It's like, it's got a weird name. It works. It's got FM radio too, dude. For all those stations you get over the... nobody cares. I would care about FM radio if they didn't play the same 3 songs over and over again. Damn it. You should check out the video titled "The Web Has Lost Its Soul." That sums it up very well on why most of modern social media is getting lazier now. Dude, you think? Well, it's too easy to do. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, social media, videos, everything that people post, it's just super lazy. It's like they point their phone at them and they're like, hey, blah, 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 and that's a video. And then it's like 30 to 40 seconds to a minute of just wasting people's time with no information, no creativity or anything. Just somebody yelling into a phone. And social media in general is just, God, it's just so bickery. Yeah, you ever go to like a Thanksgiving dinner with family or whatever, or some kind of holiday get-together and everyone bickers and complains about stuff? That's like social media 24/7. And it's like, it was bad enough when you had to deal with it once a year. Imagine doing it 365. Hell no. Bum, 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 bum. Now, could you imagine, dude? Like having an angry Thanksgiving dinner every day. Ugh. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there were some pictures from the Fallout series, Amazon's Fallout series. Yeah, there's a couple of pictures out there. They're like, dude, look, they got the power armor and stuff. And like I saw it, and I'm like, it doesn't look bad, but I'm not getting any information out of it. You know, they could put all the special effects they want into it, but if the story sucks, then what's the point? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so what are you gonna do? Bim, bim. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I didn't even set this. Oh my God, I forgot. Chat, I didn't set this up for web browsing, unfortunately. Man. I was going to browse the web, dude. All right, yeah, you'll have to get Steve for that. I'll bring him out when I'm ready. You can sit over there in his little coffin for all I care. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. So who got what? Who got what? Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Cyber Face Monday, what? Who got it? I need to know. They're also making another Spinal Tap movie. I don't know why. This is Spinal Tap 2. What the hell? I don't even, like, God, I think the original Spinal Tap movie that came out before I was born. I'm like, who makes a sequel like, God, I don't even know how many years later. Asked for one of your shirts for Christmas. Hope I get it. It's Lucretia and Warden. Oh, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope you get it, because that helps me out, too. Yeah, you got to put them more in a comic. We've been doodling them in the background, kind of like while we're laid up. I know people don't like the weird new derpy style, but we have, like, a lot of fun just drawing it, because it's just, there's this fluidity that's super easy to do. Super efficient. Like it. The people who make Psycho 2? What? Psycho 2. Psycho 2. If the Spinal Tap sequel redeems the director's career. Ha! Ha! Oh, is Rob Reiner doing that? Rob Reiner. Yeah. I don't know, that guy's so overly political at this point. I'm just like, I don't want to hear anything about politics from this guy's mouth. I just want him to make a good film. Because that's the thing. I don't want him to turn it into like this, soapbox of him complaining about the state of the world, Just make a fun movie, that kind of thing. Just leave it the way it is. But I think when people get older, it's like, okay, when you make stuff when you're a kid, you're like, oh, cool, look, this is fun. And you just, you have a limited view. As you get older, it expands.
Woo woo. 32 moons with the pumpkin
Thank
pie.
you.
Greetings to all. Just doing a lunchtime check-in.
All right, Lego, thank you. Try to enjoy your lunch. I'm going to assume you're eating donut hot dogs. That's a donut that's filled with hot dog meat. I wonder if anyone's made that. Somebody should make that. Dude, a sweet savory thing. It'll be pretty good. Psycho 2 was over 20 years old after the first one. Good movie despite literally everything against it. Yeah, Psycho 2 is pretty good. Psycho 3 was alright too. Psycho 4 absolutely sucked. Psycho 4 was stupid. And the movie The Bates Motel with Bud Cort was awful too. It was a made-for-TV movie. Even though it had Lori Petty in it. Yeah, the one that played Tank Girl in the 90s. She was in that. So now I just picture Harold from Harold and Maude hanging out with Tank Girl in the, Bates Motel. It's kind of weird for my brain. Sounds like a limited time item in Japan. What? What's limited time? What's limited time? Limited time what? And A League of Their Own. Yeah, they were in that too. No crying in baseball. I rewatch that every once in a while, usually around baseball season, because it is such a good, sports movie. There's a lot of good lines in there. The acting's pretty good. Limited time food. Limited time food! Well, all food is limited time. That's why there's expiration dates. Treasure Planet is over 21 years old. And Nirvana's Nevermind is 30 right now. If not more. His album's 30 years old. I remember when Teen Spirit came out. I can't even jump around a gymnasium anymore like the people in the video. Here we are now, doing stuff. I can't remember the word. Hey, I like that album, but, bro, it's old. Everything gets old. Everything gets old. The janitor in the video is probably dead. Yeah, right? You imagine, like, what if he's super old and he's still just on that set going back and forth with that broom? Yeah. What are you going to do? Have coffee. That's all you can do. You got him up at Treasure Island. Nice. What the hell is that? That's some kind of weird dog creature. What the hell is that? It was like if a vampire turned into a chihuahua. That one was weird. This guy looks like a reject from Mindless Self-Indulgence. This one's all right. Yeah, it's weird when you think about some of the crap that's just like, oh God, that's like 30 years old. Didn't Green Day's Dookie album come out with like a 30th anniversary thing? It's like, dude, 30 years old, dude. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, that song. They're coming out with another album in January, which is kind of cool. New Green Day, yay. 30 years of Dookie, awesome. Yeah. They have like a huge box set. I think there's like 3 live concerts on there or some crap, and I'm just like, I can only listen to so much Green Day live, you know. I don't need that many live concerts. So anyway, hey! I'm looking for creepy Christmas movies. I'm trying to make a list here. I got your usual suspects on there, you know, like the Santa sleigh and stuff like that, but I'm wondering if anything new came out. I know there was like Creatures Are Stirring, stuff like that. I'm trying to make a list here, chat. Krampus. All right, Krampus we got. Yeah, Krampus. Krampus I'm aware of. What about Christmas Horror Story? I think that had William Shatner in it. Was that good? That's right. What's up? How's it going? Incoming ad break. Oh my God. All right, we got 3 minutes and then there's going to be an ad break. Have I been on that long? No, I haven't. Oh God, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, Twitch did this thing where I'm not going to be able to read.
Hey PG, I'm so happy to catch you live. Been working on my health and whatnot for the last 6 months.
Nice.
I might possibly have a job that is across the street working at a pet crematorium.
What?
I feel bad for how I said that's fine when they said you'll be working in the back doing the cremation. So like a month ago I was using a hydraulic press for a work task, when a metal plate shattered under the pressure and struck my hand. Wasn't sure I broke it, but yesterday found confirmed I definitely broke it.
Oh God.
Weird how I didn't
Lose movement or have pain. I don't know. That's a nerve thing. I'll check that out too. Hey Doc, I broke my hand. How come it didn't hurt? You don't know. Oh God. All right. Well, good vibes for that. And hold on. I got to read the rest of the other one. I'm fine with that, but they look confused that I would be. Wish me luck. I don't have any job. Good luck. Dude, it's a job. It's like being at a, I don't know, 24/7 barbecue. Just a little morbid. Hey, pet cremations are important because then you get to get the ashes together and then give them back to the owners and they have little pet urns. We've had our pet cremated, you know, when it passed away. Yeah. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Do we have a good vibe screen? Oh, jeez. I don't even know what's here, so brace yourself. Oh, encouraging emotional feels. All right, for everybody. See, this is what happens when I'm on Steve's stream. I got to use all their assets. But Trancers is a cool Christmas movie. We found that at a thrift store. A 4K Blu-ray disc of Trancers, believe it or not. $5. I couldn't pass it up. Because I haven't seen that movie in probably a decade, so I'm just like, I haven't seen this and it's in 4K, bro. Well, if you look up Shane McMahon jumper cables, you'll see something that only WWE could cook up. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I got 38 seconds before an ad's going to roll. I've heard A Christmas Horror Story is a good Christmas horror movie. All right, write it down. Might actually be doing the late paw prints and stuff because I'm good with clay and you need to. Yeah, we got the paw prints too and clay. Yeah, that's good stuff. It's good to have those little mementos and things. I wonder if I could do that. No, like quite literally, I got to find a job that pays more than being a lackluster YouTuber. Come on, let's go. All right, we got ads coming up, so grab a coffee and, I don't know, have a Dorito or something. Isn't Violent Night an action comedy film? Yeah, but it's Christmassy. Like Die Hard. Hey, they're bringing Die Hard back to the theaters for Christmas, because it's a Christmas movie. Boop. Coffee. I know ads are rolling. I don't know what to do. So, I respectfully disagree, but don't care enough to argue that anymore. What? How's it go? I don't know. Oh, for the Die Hard thing? I don't know. It takes place during Christmas, so. If people don't think it's a Christmas movie, it still takes place around Christmas. I don't know if that necessarily makes it a Christmas movie, but it is a Christmas-themed film. Christmas-themed film. Ad break ends in 54 seconds. Whoop-de-doo. 54. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going through IGN in the background here, and God, they just had Cyber Monday affiliate links over and over and over again. Whatever. Like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Xbox confirms to be at the Game Awards this year. And I'm like, I don't care. It's going to take me a lot to get through the Game Awards and not be yelling at everything. Go.
I have to go to the dentist tomorrow.
No.
Just a normal cleaning,
Okay.
but still annoying. Centuries of dentistry, and the best they still have is a hook to remove tartar. Jim Tiny Rich, Jim Tiny Rich.
Yeah, we get that, and they dig up in there, and they're just like, bah! You know, and then you get the lecture. You got to brush here more. You got to brush there. Try doing this. Have you tried this toothbrush? I've been coming to this place for 10 years. You know, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Okay? Come on. I'm not breaking the cycle. Yeah, but, you know, teeth cleaning. Got to do it. Dun, 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 dun. The Game Awards are a little more than a commercial ego fest. Yeah, I can kind of see that. You know, I said this last stream. I get progressively more dismayed with the Game Awards every year. You know, and now I'm at that point where it's like, I don't want to waste my time watching garbage. Like I get physically angry that there's just so much crap they're trying to throw at us that I'm just like, I don't give a crap, you know? And I feel bad for all like the awards, people who win the awards, because it's just like, oh yeah, here's your award, get out of here. Here's a trailer. Here's a trailer. Somebody on the internet was like, the only reason I'm going to watch the Game Awards is to see who runs up on stage this year. Yeah, good job with that security, Jeff. Dude, like, what, the last 2 years they had some guy, you know, shamble up there just unsuspectingly and just say stupid crap. I'm just like, all right. And I kind of figure they're going to try that again this year for, you know, worldwide political reasons. Yeah, we got to bring attention to what's happening in this area because, you know, gamers care. Gamers just want to know what games are coming out. They're not going to really care about the politics you're trying to imbue into the Game Awards, okay? So get off the stage and go have a soda. Being an adult sure did look more fun in the brochures. Yeah, being an adult, if you look at adults when you're a kid, you're like, man, that must be so cool. You could stay up late, eat whatever you want, and then drive around in a car and go vroom. You know, but then you get to be adult and you realize the car's super expensive, the foods give you acid, and everything costs a lot more than you have, you know? And you're just like, oh my God, I wish I could just be a kid again and have somebody else pay my way and chauffeur me around. Kids don't realize that that's the best part of your life. Like, quite literally, you know? Everybody pays your way. Everybody likes you because you're a kid. Well, for the most part. Other kids may not. You get chauffeured around, you know? You don't have to worry about doctor's appointments because your parents are on top of that, you know? And anything that you may get isn't really that serious. And if it is, you walk it off because you're a kid. You're resilient. You know, same stuff happens to you when you're older. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I don't know what's going on. How am I going to get here? I don't feel good. I got a runny nose. When you're a kid, getting a cold is like, yes, I'm sick. Now I don't have to go to school. When you're an adult, you're like, oh man, I'm sick and I still got to go to work. How am I going to deal? You know, it's such a weird thing. You know? And it'd be nice if like things got easier when you got older, but for some reason it doesn't. It's weird. I mean, unless you're rich. You know. Let's see. Chauffeured around. I got dragged to places. Walked the highway when I wanted to go to Scouts. I had to walk a lot of places too, but generally, you know, if you needed a ride somewhere, you know. Again, we lived in a city area, so it was like everything was within walking distance, or I could hop on a bus. So if you're in the middle of nowhere, then I can't help you. Kids got it so good, they don't even know, right? But what are you going to do? Having chocolate ganache. Ganache! Cake for breakfast on my birthday. It's both great and not great. What do you mean it was great and not great? It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Do we have a birthday thing here? Oh, there's the candy. Congratulations, you didn't die for 365 days. That's good. And why is everything so dark here? But they had one last year. They had one last year, dude. I know, it just seems simpler. Let's see. What other weird crap was going on the internet? Bum, 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 boop. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. I know, again, I literally don't have a lot of news because I didn't bother looking at the internet. Like everything I know that's going on is like I looked up before I got here and I was just like, meh. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Yo. There was that weird thing that I said, okay, it's the beginning and the end for anime because, God, there was the Miley Cyrus anime Gucci commercial and I was like, bruh. My soul vomited. The other thing they're doing now is like the, you know, the Anya character from Spy Family? Yeah, apparently they're using that character to sell some kind of Google apps or something. I don't know. So I'm just like, yeah, expect that style and that nice little niche of anime stuff to get super, super mainstream and just try to sell you car insurance. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, the Geico lizard turn into some kind of uwu anime character going, oh my God, you gotta buy this car insurance, uwu. It's all over. What a joke. It was nice while it lasted. Now it's just going to become a mainstream commercialized piece of crap. Oh, God. I feel like it's fine if it's commercialized in Japan, but once it gets stateside...
So murder is environmentally friendly. Yes, it is.
Oh. Actually, I got good news.
Yay.
I had my yearly evaluation at work today since tomorrow is my 6-year anniversary with the weld shop. I got confirmation I'm getting a raise either this week or next.
Why won't it tell everything? Don't know how much, but usually I get a raise $1 starting at 14, now 22, so I can't find out. There you go, cool. Get a raise, yay! Congratulations. Nice. Thank you, Barnabas. For the alert. Thank you. Just bought a mug and designed by humans. Hope that helps. It does help. Thank you. I appreciate. We got mugged. Thank you. Yeah, can't wait to have an anime mascot for stuff like funerals, right? I don't know. It was like, again, I'm not heavily into anime. I watch what I feel like watching, but I can imagine if you're a hardcore fan of anime in like all its forms, to start seeing it rolled out for like weird Gucci ads and stuff like that stateside is just like, wow. That's going to be atrocious moving forward.
Lunch break over. Here's some bits for your PG. Paying my toll, or something like that.
Thank you, Lego. Hope your lunch was good. Sorry, I got to go back to work. I know, but try to make the best of it. Day's almost over. You're halfway through. Thank you, thank you. Spy Family app is an AR game for Google Glasses. Brr. All right, there we go. I don't know. It just becomes tedious after a while. I like stuff when it wasn't just so predominantly in your face. You know, and it's like the more it gets shoved at me, the less I like it. Yeah. Yeah, but what are you going to do? Creator created Anya to go with a trend, so I can't say it's sellout since he didn't think it would take off this well initially anyways. Well, I mean, at a certain point, people are just like, give me money, you know? So whether it's anime or Western animation, it just ends up being a bunch of tie-ins to weird things so people can get residual royalties for some garbage. It's like, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Come on, dude. Just, what do you call it? Get Foamy to promote cream cheese and bagels. Get Pilsy to, hook up with some kind of pharmaceutical place. And, I don't know, Jermaine could be a spokesperson for Hot Topic if they ever get black clothing in again. Basically an ad commercial for... Okay, read that. Special movie coming up this winter. Great. Read that. Okay. Yeah, I just saw a blurb about it, so I'm just like, oh my god. But did anybody actually look up the Miley Cyrus anime Gucci ad? I don't want to discuss it. I can't talk about it. It's too soon. I'm still waiting on Zelda news, like casting news. I want to know who's going to be in the Zelda movie. I want to know who's going to play Link. Come on. They're gonna be rolling it. Oh my god. Dude, there's gonna be teasers upon teasers for this Zelda crap. It's gonna go on forever for this movie. They're gonna like reveal the shoe of the actor playing Link, and it's just gonna be like, oh look, oh, whose foot is that? You know? And they're gonna slowly go up. Oh, it's a calf. Whose calf is that? You know? It's gonna be trailers for trailers and teasers for teasers. It's going to go on forever. It's going to be like 15 years before the movie comes out, and we're just going to, like, the actors are going to die, and I'm going to have to hire new ones. There's a manga artist who started a new manga specifically because he's in debt because he collects expensive watches. Guess what the manga is about? Oh, God. I wonder how much money Chris Pratt actually has right now from all his roles. I don't know. It'll be Tom Holland. Tom Holland is Link? You think that would work? Chat, Tom Holland is Link. You think that would work? I want to hope, but not expect the Zelda movie to have System of a Down Zelda mini song. I don't think that's going to happen. I have to call the health insurance video phone. What? Or do adult stuff. Boo. Yeah, healthcare's like that. But hey, at least for on my end, they did decide to, approve the scan that I need that's super expensive to make sure I'm not dying. So that's nice. They literally sent me a message and they're like, hey, you've been approved. Oh, great. Wow, dude, thanks. I mean, I've only been paying into this for like 10 years. I'm glad you're covering something. Yeah. Of course, I do need a secondary scan, so I'm making sure that the secondary scan is covered too. There's the problem, all right? What? Dude, I will leap through the phone and strangle somebody if the secondary scan isn't covered. All right. Been dealing with this crap for 6 years. 6 years. We got to get this fixed. All right. Now, Tom Holland talks too much. What do you mean talks too much? We need a proper, outer mode, elfish dude to look good in movement and not talk at all. I feel like that's going to be super difficult, you know? Not too familiar with Link, so I don't care. Let him play as Link. Yeah, I guess if you don't have an interest, it's not really like... I have no vested interest. You could get whoever. I don't know. It's gonna... No matter who they pick, everyone's going to complain about it. How did I not hear about the Zelda movie? But I did hear someone was making a Minecraft movie. I don't know if we need a Minecraft movie, but... I think we'll have to talk at some point. He talks in games. You just don't hear it. Yeah, he's got dialogue. There's dialogue things. You know, you look down, you got to read it, that kind of thing. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not going to get too bent out of shape about it if it ends up being just crap. Yeah. I thought the Mario movie was all right. I mean, it kind of worked. You know, it was like a 3 out of 5 for me. I wasn't like, this is the best thing ever, dude. It was just like, yeah, it's there. What are you going to do? All right, I got a question. Do you think the fandom for Zelda is more fervorous than Super Mario Brothers? Like, I mean, insane. You know? And when I say insane, I mean people are super obsessive about it more than it would be Mario Brothers. Because I feel like Mario Brothers is kind of easy mode for a studio. They're like, yeah, you know, just make a good story, throw the princess in there. You know, you can only have so many complaints about it, you know, blah, blah, blah. I feel like Zelda is going to be a little bit more hardcore fanatical fan base, you know? So that's where it's going to be a little dicey, you know? Even more so than Sonic. Go.
Link is a very stoic character who barely speaks. I just don't see how this game will translate to live action very well.
It'll be just interesting to see what they do, you know? So I'm hoping for the best, especially for like fans. I mean, for me personally, I don't have, you know, like a super invested interest in it. So I'm just like, yeah, I hope it works. But for fans, I mean, they've already had to deal with the, you know, terrible cartoons, the Philips CDI, you know, kind of games that were just blah. I mean, they're fun in a campy sort of way, but I don't know. There's got to be some good fan films floating around on YouTube, right? That does it right. Yeah. Maybe Hollywood can steal those ideas. I can see Link talking in terse sentences. Terse sentences? Maybe. Link talked on series and it was awful. It was awful. Well, I mean, dude, the cartoon was made for like kids in the 80s. It was kind of weird. You know, it was just bombastic and silly. Yeah. I mean, doesn't anybody remember the earlier Mario cartoons too? Where the live action people they had? I'm not even talking about the movie with Leguizamo and the other guy. You know, I'm talking about like the wasn't it the wrestler guy, Lou Albano or something, and some other dude that was playing Luigi? Yeah, that was just insanity. You're just like, yeah, whatever, this is crazy. You know, it's just whatever. There's so many iterations of everything that it just ends up being like, okay, this was done well, this was done terrible, you know, and then we just look back on stuff and complain about the new things that are coming out because we don't want it to be terrible, but, you know, it could be good. We don't know till it happens. Captain Lou Albano. I think he removed the rubber bands from his face for that role.
Link? Stoic? Sure, in a few games like Ocarina and Twilight Princess, but many other games give him a sillier personality, the best one being Windbreaker. Whatever they do, the action will be choreographed well.
And someone will force, what? Marvel quips somewhere? What? Enjoy what you can. Marvel quips. Marvel quips? Marvel quips. Just as long as they don't turn it into a Super Nintendo Cinematic Universe. The NCU. Dude, we're going to have a crossover where Link gets sucked into a time warp thing and ends up in the Metroid world, and then Super Mario's got to save them all because he gets a special, you know, pipe that warps into the Metroid verse too, and there you go. Now they all got to fight Ridley. Oh, God. And the actual filming of Sonic Hedgehog 3 is finally underway. Blah. Looks like December 20th, 24, new date. We're releasing theaters next year. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the second one. First one was all right, but again, that was old Jim Carrey for me. I'm like, hey, Jim Carrey, hey, just because I was like, it was nice to see him do stuff. But you know, I'm not heavily into Sonic, so I'm just like, eh. How come they don't have a good DuckTales movie like that? You know, where they get a good CGI animation DuckTales movie. I feel like we're due. We're due for a good DuckTales movie. DuckTales, woo woo. Come on. I hope they quickly dump the human characters in the Sonic movie. No, that's always the thing. It's like Godzilla movies. They always got that stupid human element to it that just brings it down. Like the last couple of Godzilla movies, you know, they were all right because Godzilla looked good, you know, fight scenes and blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. But God, the human element was so tedious in those films. I'm just like, everybody shut the hell up and just pan to the giant lizard destroying the city, okay? You know, it's like, oh, the divorced family and then a mom and a kid. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, shut the hell up. You're all annoying, and I just want you to be smashed underfoot by the giant lizard who's just destroying stuff. Just go. It's just so stupid. Yes, we need another DuckTales movies for sure. Exactly. Disney series first episodes are basically a 2-hour movie. I want a new one. If they can make another Garfield movie, they can make another DuckTales movie. Because, you know, I like DuckTales a little bit more than Garfield right now. All right? Chris Pratt is the voice of Garfield. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's I'm not watching that merely because the voice work does not fit with the character. I'm done. Like, at this point, I'm done. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. What? Dude, I saw the Garfield movie with, you know, Bill Murray doing it. I didn't even see the second one with the Tale of Two, whatever don't care. And I'm just like, I can't deal. I can't deal with all that. Gamera is a friend to children. Yeah, I noticed that because every time I watch a Gamera movie, there's always that kid with the hat saying, Gamera! Gamera over here! Gamera! I'm like, oh God, shut the hell up. They literally just have that one kid yelling Gamera for about 2 hours. And I'm just like, oh God, what is it? Gamera! I'd rather see a prequel to Pacific Rim where they could fight Godzilla. That would be kind of cool. Only one line in that trailer that actually sounded like Garfield. The rest was just Andy Dwyer. Dude, Chris Pratt sounded like he was trying to do Ryan Reynolds, trying to do Garfield. And I'm just like, stop. You know? And again, I didn't have a problem with Chris Pratt as Mario, and I thought I would. I was just like, ooh, I don't know if that's going to be a good choice. You know? But, I mean, it worked for what it was. So I wasn't like, it didn't stand out as wrong. Garfield stands out as a wrong. You know? Back from being on phone, someone gave me the wrong number and I want to rage. Oh, isn't that great? Hey, here's the number you have to call. Okay, thanks a lot. You get on a call. No, this isn't the right number. You got to call this one. Oh, my God. There's so much waste in the healthcare system. It just boggles my mind that it even exists, honestly. Seemingly the first image of the upcoming live-action Fallout series is very eerie, probably. Yeah, there's just like a handful of JPEGs that I'm like, oh, well, that doesn't look terrible. You know. I didn't even get redirected. It was someone's cell. What? It was someone's cell? Are you sure you're calling healthcare? Lorenzo Music will forever be my Garfield. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, honestly, apparently their voice was so unique that they were literally irreplaceable. Because nobody since has been able to come close. I mean, Bill Murray did okay, but it still wasn't Lorenzo Music. Prime Video is in for another busy year. Is it? Oh, Has Been Hotel. Yeah, everyone's been hyping it up for so long. I had literally lost interest.
Isn't it a weird time in society where the best case scenario we're getting with that Garfield movie is intentionally misrepresenting the voice to get people to hate watch the movie and then later say it was okay?
Yeah, well, at this point I won't watch the movie and I wouldn't care if it's okay. I wish more of society was like that. We're like, dude, I gotta watch this because I gotta hate watch it. It's like the Velma series, you know? It's everyone hate watched it, so it's still got enough, you know, ratings so people could comment on it.
I'm annoyed right now because the newest Kingdom Hearts mobile game has a beta out, but it's only for Apple phones and the UK/Japan only.
Oh my God, come on! You know, not for nothing, America plays a lot of games. Maybe she just roll that out now. You know? Come on. Besides, who wants to deal with a beta, right? Hate watching is still putting money in the creators' pockets. It's like, I wouldn't even bother. You know, whether it's Velma or something like that. And the Has Been Hotel thing, it's like, I hope it does well, because it's, you know, got the spooky thing going on, but I kind of just zoned out after a while. I'm just like, it's there. You know? It's like, I'll wait for all the episodes to come out, and then I'll try to binge watch it and see if it's something that clicks with me. I saw the Wish movie, really enjoyed it, but the music was amazing. Don't know why Wish is getting so much hate. Well, because the internet. What I've learned about the internet, the reasonable people are not on it. And you know what? For people who like stuff, generally they don't post that they like stuff. Like anytime you go to a forum or Twitter or X or Facebook or whatever the hell, everybody is just complaining about stuff, you know? And I think the reasonable people out in the world are just like, yeah, I'm not getting involved in this. Pope Waffles, 86 moods, thank you. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Pope Waffles. What's up? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so that's just kind of my assessment of the internet. It's like no matter what you do, it's like reasonable people have opted out, and everyone else that's still on the internet actively interacting is just toxic AF.
Hey, we're on it. Some of us are here, others are just reading ebooks or something.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You're like, you're not. What I'm saying is, you're not actively being combative with people. You know, you're not going on Twitter and Reddit and Facebook and saying blah blah blah. I hate everything. You know, that's kind of why I'm very just dismayed with the internet, and this is why I think Elon overestimates their user base, because essentially everybody on it is just bickering because they love bickering. And going back to the old conversation of people being addicted to drama, basically they look for conflict so they can get the dopamine hit. Blah, blah, blah. You know, and then here's the internet. You're basically hanging out on, you know, certain platforms are just, I want to say, mental drug dens for people looking for their next hit, you know? So they go seek arguments, cause conflicts, and then they get all like, oh, look at me, I got my dopamine hit because I'm arguing with someone. And then they, you know, just do the rounds, complain about whatever the trending topic is so they can be like, oh, look, somebody recognized my comment. Hot take, bro. I'm just like, I don't care. I don't know. That I find it more sad than anything else. I'm just like, what's a reasonable person? I don't know, somebody who can assess, you know, all aspects of a certain situation and then logically figure out whether it's something to be worried about or not. You know? Validate information numerous times before taking action. Reasonable. How many people on the internet are like that? How many people on the internet are super reasonable and logical and will validate information before blindly reposting it? Yeah. Scream 7 might be canceled in its entirety. Yeah, they're probably just going to rewrite it. Yeah, one of the main actor got let go because they said some weird comments.
Space from idiots.
Yeah, there is none unless you unplug your internet. Thank you. Yeah, no, the main actor said something stupid apparently, and they got removed. And then Jenna Ortega said there's conflicts for the next Wednesday thing, so they're not going to be in it. So I don't know what the hell Scream 7's going to do, but whatever. They just throw some guy in a costume and they go stabby around. Last couple of Scream movies were okay. I'm just like, yeah, they're all right. You have to wonder if these Nintendo movies take off. Will we get Nintendo shows? Metroid would be a good show like Castlevania or maybe another series. Probably. I feel like they're going to bust out a bunch of movies and then they're going to water it down with a bunch of series and then they're going to, you know, hold up for a bit and then they'll make more movies. Unless they go to Sonic route and then it's like every 2 years there's going to be a movie. Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic 4, you know, and it's just going to be like, oh my God. Maybe they can bring back Matthew Lillard. I don't think that's going to happen. But they were in the Five Nights at Freddy's. That was cool. Watched the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the first time, a while back. Feel bad that, Mystery Science Series too many old movies, but cannot not do that. Do it. Well, you know, licensing crap like that. That's why they do the just the jokes kind of stuff. Yeah. Adventures of Lolo needs a movie or TV show. I feel like everyone's going to have a favorite Nintendo game that they're like, this needs to be a show. There's somebody out there right now just waiting for that Splatoon series, you know? What the hell are you going to talk about? What is it going to be? No, man, we're going to have this deep, riveting story about these weird little squid creatures who just throw paint at each other. So this is the premise for your show. I mean, it's good for a battle arena kind of game, but I don't know. Series? No, dude, you don't understand. There's lore. Oh, God. Kid Icarus. Eh. I want Bionic Commando. Bionic Commando! It'll be like a, original Netflix series, but it'll be like the old Mission Impossible movies or whatever. Or the old series. They could do that. Bionic Commando. They send the sediments or like secret stuff. I don't know. I really don't care. Yeah. You expect something different from the Scream franchise? Never gonna happen. Look what happened to Halloween. Splatoon would work better as a movie than a series. Would it work at all as either? I feel like you could barely make a comic book out of it. No? Or let alone a comic strip. Maybe like a one-panel thing for, Look, here's a joke. Paint. Ink. Qbert needs everything. Yeah, where's Qbert? What the hell happened to Qbert? They made a Mega Man manga series. Oh, I got a Street Fighter series, Mega Man. Yeah, that's got to keep going on. Maybe they'll make another Street Fighter film. Come on, man. Jean-Claude Van Damme is still around. Feel good. Splatoon actually has lore. See? There you go. I knew somebody knew. You just have to power through the totally not Call of Duty game. I mean, barely Call of Duty. Speaking of Splatoon, the Frosty Fest is returning. I haven't played it since probably a year and a half ago. I don't know. I ran out of ink with that game. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Jean-Claude Van Damme, I'm ready to split. What? Dude, Van Damme, dude. Come on. Gotta get him in that film, man. He's in Mortal Kombat 1. Van Damme's in Mortal Kombat 1, dude. You can't put him in Street Fighter, but he was in Street Fighter first. Yeah. Such a weird thing that society does. I feel like Van Damme is still in better shape than most people half their age, which is just like sad. I'm just like, what am I doing with my life? Well, you've been sitting for 20 years animating, so yeah, you're only going to get so much, workout going on there. Then they get Jean-Claude Van Damme to voice Johnny Cage, which was an homage to Jean-Claude Van Damme's life thing. Yeah, I think so. I take solace in knowing the next species to inherit the earth will be the corvids, like crows and ravens. They've been documented, hiring wolves to hunt for them in exchange for finding prey for the wolf as well. Go to the planet of birds, not the planet of the apes. Yeah, I mean, monkeys are only so smart. They're not crow smart. Yeah, we'll see. Well, no, we won't. We'll all be dead. That's fine. Popeye is the first super soldier. So that's what you do. You make a parody, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Popeye, the first Avenger. Bwah, 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 bwah. Instead of a shield, he's got the can of spinach. Yeah. That's it. Hey, put Marvel in the Cinematic Universe. Come on, man. Marvel's got to get their game up. Got to get Popeye. They didn't really, Popeye was just eating spinach. I don't know if that quantifies as being a super soldier, but... Still looking forward to the Crow reboot. Well, as long as it's done well. And you know how the Crow is. It's hit or miss. Come on, what about the Crow with Edward Furlong? I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, couldn't anybody tell from the trailer that it was utterly terrible? Astro, what's up? Hi. I don't think it's going to be as dark as the original. Rubber hose cartoon animation is the ultimate superpower. True. I do like the noodle arms. Who needs bones and joints? It's just stupid. Yeah, what the hell's the Marvel Cinematic Universe going to do? I feel like they're on their last leg here as far as storytelling goes. Somebody said that they should do an X-Men versus, Avengers type movie just to kind of get that hype up again. But I don't know if that would even be possible because they'd have to bring back all like the actors and stuff, and that's going to be kind of dicey. Boop, 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 boop. Brr. It's weird. I got to restart my computer, not the one I'm using, the secondary one. It just does not feel like loading things for some reason. Is Reddit having an issue? Is Reddit down?
Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Or taste my squirrely wrath. I do have squirrely wrath, It's one of our hidden nature things.
Thank you. Yeah, this is all sorts of broken. It's broken. Thank you, Buck to your squirrel. How's your health been so far? We still don't know because we're still waiting on scans. I don't know. I'm in a perpetual state of medical limbo. They're just like, don't do anything that's going to hurt you. And I'm like, well, that's very little. Well, do that. I'm like, yeah, but that's what got me in this flat in the first place. All right? So I'm not going to know until I know. Well, I got a scan next week, but who knows how that's going to go. So. Yeah, I had to wait. It's really, that's what I don't like about the, thing. You're in pain, and then they're like, yeah, it's going to take you about 3 weeks to get a scan. And I'm like, I'm hurting now. I don't do anything to aggravate it. Thanks. Think Disney will move to the Star Wars universe after Marvel fizzles? I think they're trying to pull back on Star Wars. Because they're like, we're doing way too many series, and they're flooding the franchise and kind of diluting it, Yeah, so basically don't live. Yep, don't do anything. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my God. Yeah, I think Reddit's messed up. I'm trying to Reddit here, and it's not working. Everything else is working. Reddit is not. Oh, jeez. Weird. Oh, well. What do you do? What movie? What movie's coming out? Oh, for Star Wars? Even Daisy Ridley is like, yeah, it's different. Oh, God. It's a different Star Wars movie. It's going to be a comedy, a slapstick comedy. Think the Three Stooges with lightsabers. That's not going to end well. New Jedi Order, I think. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm burnt out on Star Wars. Yeah. Had rumors that Disney is considering going back to 2D animation films after so much of 3D films have bombed. Well, animation still costs a lot of money. In fact, I feel like 3D animation is actually easier to do. Is it not? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I think it would freak people out. People are like, dude, it's not 3D even. It's 2D. It's stupid. I don't know, but then you think a whole generation really has just been brought up on 3D animation, so 2D might be like, wow, what is this? This is crazy. They took the third dimension and squished it into two. But, they probably grew up on anime too, so they're probably used to 2D. Who knows? Society is weird. 3D uses less people than 2D. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It's like you got all the models and stuff already there, and you just have to, do your thing. To be fair, people would call Disney lazy if they haven't made any Star Wars TV shows or movie for years. I don't know. I feel like it would benefit the franchise more to kind of just chill on it, It's kind of weird because none of these places seem to understand the concept of overexposure. If you do stuff too much, people just stop caring about it. And in this day and age, they don't really have the time to keep up with everything because there's so much of it. They're like, we got this, we got that, we got and then they got so much other stuff. It's like you can't keep up with it all. They could coast on merch sales. I don't know. Do people buy still a lot of Star Wars stuff? Like, I mean, I know you have your hardcore fanatical fans that will buy basically anything Star Wars, but your average consumer, are they running out buying Star Wars stuff? Maybe they are. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a very commerce person, so I don't buy a lot of Star Wars tchotchkes. But then again, it's not my thing. 2D or 3D Disney still needs to recapture the magic that made their films memorable to begin with. Well, the problem is I think what is lacking as far as Disney magic goes is modern sensibility, honestly. Because they try to play everything so safe that there isn't room for anything to get too dark, which would raise the stakes in the story a little bit more, and then make whatever payoff that happens a lot more interesting. Like movies like The Black Cauldron, The Black Hole, and all those other, old Disney movies that were kind of dark. You're like, damn, this is dark. But when things kind of finally came together, you're like, oh my God, cool. I'm glad everything worked out. But right now it's very safe across the board, and it's just very middle of the road, so you don't have a vested interest in the characters or the story, how it pans out. And I think a lot of the care people would have for characters basically dissipated when you make those characters very forgettable. I mean, what was the last Disney character that you really remember and you're like, oh yeah, that character, that you might have gravitated towards? There's been characters that you're like, oh yeah, that was an okay character, Like even Wreck-It Ralph, which was what, Disney Pixar or whatever the hell it was. I don't even know if that was Disney because I generally don't care. But I mean, those characters were okay and they were kind of memorable, but I didn't really care what happened to them. Especially in the second movie. I wanted the whole digital world to be deleted because it was so obnoxious. Yeah. Let's see. Also haven't had a real death since Tangled and Coco. Yeah, so that's probably it too. There's no stakes. There's no high stakes. Like, oh no, the character could die. That kind of thing. Miguel and Coco. I haven't seen that in kind of a bit. What was that, like 10 years ago? I forgot about her until you mentioned it. Wow, so much for being an important character, right? I don't know. It is weird. It's like, unfortunately, a lot of characters are forgettable now, and that happens because they don't want to do anything to make them stand out too much. Yep.
Disney media lacks real joy. Their stuff feels like the people making it weren't invested in what they were making.
No, just very rarely do you see that anymore. You don't see a lot of animation, especially animation. You don't see people like really amped up and, kind of taking that next step. A lot of people don't realize this. If you go back into animation, like Warner Brothers, old Warner Brothers cartoons, the classic ones, right? Tom and Jerry and stuff like that. They used to give bonuses to animators who would come up with physical gags for the animation. They would literally give them bonuses. And that's where like a lot of that stuff was just like super funny or like well animated because they would get bonuses for their good work. So that it gave them incentive to try new things and try to make things a little bit better. And a lot of people, who animate do have a good sense of humor because you kind of have to. You have to have a sense of timing and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that was like a really good thing to do back in the day. Now I can't imagine any animator getting bonuses for their work being, above board, you know? And I can't imagine the suits being like, oh, cool, you have an idea for this? Oh, yeah, let me hear it. No, they're just going to be like, here's the scene you have to do it. That's it. You know? So if we can get back to that where you actually give animators incentive and reward them for making your film a little bit better. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's fine. But, they could come up with an animated sequence and you're like, no, this isn't going to work. Fine. At least you gave them the chance and the opportunity. Now it's like, here's the storyboard you have to do. Animation was a little bit more, I want to say, more of a group effort back in the day rather than somebody just handing you a storyboard and saying, do this. Oh, my throat's dry. Hold on.
Even early 3D animated movies stick out more than the better-looking 3D animations of recent memory because they have personality to draw away from the early 3D issues.
Yeah. And dude, I like some of the earlier ones that were kind of well animated, like what was it? Monsters vs. Aliens was pretty good. Megamind is probably one of the last few films that stood out, and I was like, damn. The animation is good. The stories are good. The characters are likable. Dude, even the fish in a bowl was fun, So I'm just like, I don't know what people are doing now where I'm just like, I don't care. I feel like one of the last remaining animators who puts all their blood, sweat, and tears into what work is Miyazaki. Aren't they working on another film? Because stuff like Spirit of the Way is still breathtaking to this day after hand and very, very limited. Yeah. Well, maybe we got to just get back to that. We got to stop having the computers doing the heavy lifting. As easy as it and efficient as that is, if you look back at older animation, you had really good animators because they cared, because they had to care, because you couldn't flub it, You couldn't say, yeah, the computer will fill in the gaps. You literally had to go frame by frame, and it worked when it worked, And then it got, you knew when the animation got lazy, like the later, God, what was it, like the mid-60s Tom and Jerry cartoons that were made in like, what the hell was it, Scandinavia or something like that? They were just like this weird mid-century modern cartoon style that was just awful. The animation was lackluster. You had like 2 people work on it. It sucked. No, but the earlier Tom and Jerry cartoons, like, Chuck Jones type stuff and all that other, whoever was doing it, Frizz Freeling, I forget their names. They were done flipping well. You didn't have a lot of animators either. It was like 5 or 6 animators, And they made these insanely good cartoons. Now you can have like 50 people working on like Blender and you can't get crap.
I believe the last hand-drawn animated movie done by Disney was Emperor's New Groove.
Probably. I don't know. I haven't researched into it. But, it is what it is. I don't know. There's an organic quality that I kind of missed from earlier animation. That's why I kind of go back and watch, like, older cartoons, even older anime. My God. Okay, here's the thing. By comparison, the last, and I'm saying fresh, quote-unquote anime I watched, or animation I watched, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, okay? Whether you like it or not, the animation in that is not very good. It is not very good. It's not very good. It's serviceable, but like when I watch it, I'm just like, parts of it come off as like, well, this is cutting corners, And again, the series isn't bad, but for my taste, it isn't great. But it's just there. I didn't find the animation to be like, oh my God, But for like short cartoons back in the day from Warner Brothers and Tom and Jerry or whoever the hell owned that, the animation is spectacular, and those are like throwaway half hour, not even half hour, like 10-minute cartoons that they would run before movies. Scott Pilgrim was just like, it's there. I don't know. People are going to be like, well, they're trying to mimic the style of the comic. And it doesn't. The thing, movement isn't something that you like, I guess, cheap out on. when it comes to animation. If you have a studio and you have a lot of people working on it, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, if you look back at old animation when they had like 5 people animating it, and then you look at a cartoon that has like hundreds of people animating it, why are the 5 people doing better work than the 100 people? There's the problem. Gene Deitch did those ultra ugly Tom and Jerry cartoons. Yeah, whatever they were. The one that had the angry guy who had the chef hat on most of the time. They would go on vacation and a cat and mouse would just cause problem or something. They would like have barbecues and go camping, and they were awful. Just because you're faithful to the art style still doesn't mean you have to cheap out on the animation, which is why like Scott Pilgrim's game was so good and the cartoon is meh. Yeah, I feel like the game had better pixel art animation than the actual series. It was just kind of sad. Sounds like too many cooks in the kitchen. Well, I think it's just a bunch of people just saying, yeah, I got to animate this scene. That's it. And they're given a certain amount of time they got to do it in, and it's probably, whether it's crunch time or whatever. Even animators that could excel in that kind of environment probably aren't allowed to, because it's like, hey, just stick to the script, or, you don't have time to be messing around, just get it done. So they just kind of, yeah, here's your scene. You gave me 30 minutes to do it. This is what you get. Even Cuphead went back to the old way of animating stuff, and it's insane. Yeah. Like, a Cuphead animation for a game was insane. And you see it, and it stands out as being better. You don't even have to be a trained animator to recognize good animation. Even a person who's doesn't have an artistic bone in their body can look at it and say, this looks good. I like the fluidity of it. That kind of thing. But, most people just don't care. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Keep it under budget. Let's go.
Heck, the original English Speed Racer had a skip frame animation style that may have cut corners but still looks cleaner than some animation I've seen in anime nowadays.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, that skip frame crap, like they did with the Spider-Verse and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing, can we just stop that? It literally makes me nauseous. And I don't care if they're trying to stand out with a particular style or whatever. It is just jarring. It is jarring for me to watch, and it's annoying in every capacity. Yeah. Yeah, the toast talks during the text to speech. It's his job. If you got sentient toast, you got to get him to do something. Happy Wednesday. What's up? Sorry I'm late. What's up, Chad? Oh, hi. How's it going? But yeah, I don't like that stuttery animation thing. The movies are good otherwise. It's just watching that animation and that kind of stop-start frame thing. Oh, God. I'm just like, could you just fill in the gaps here? But they're going for particular stuff. I don't care. I liked it in Puss in Boots, too. I didn't see that. I didn't bother because, Speed Racer has a movie. Yeah, I know. Later, Ravenwolf Princess, go do something fun. Good vibes. Bump, bump, bump. What? When Clay can have more emotion than most animated stuff released now. Says it should say a lot. Yeah. Clay. I still got to see the Wendell and Wild thing on Netflix. God. It's like I had that on my watch list and then everything got waylaid. Bring back stop motion. Stop motion takes way too much time for companies to want to invest in, They're going to be like, oh, God, you know how long it's going to take? I'm surprised we got 3 different Tim Burton movies with claymation in it. No, you had Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride, and Frankenweenie. I'm surprised any of those companies said, yeah, go ahead. Let me get more coffee. Boop. Oh, God, I'm almost out. All right. One more word out of you and we'll rotoscope it. Even I'd rather watch Scanner Darkly than some of the crap that comes out now. Those weren't claymation, that's dolls. Well, stop motion. I mean, claymation is basically stop motion, whether you're using dolls or clay. That's probably what I should have said. What about the British stop motion with the dog? I don't remember that. Still waiting for Reddit to work here. And it's not. That's so weird, man. People must be freaking out. Oh, Wallace and Gromit. Yeah. Gromit. Who's an inventor? When the hell's Tekken 8 coming out or whatever it is? It's 8, right? Reddit's working for you. Oh, God. Huh. Yeah, I just got this perpetual loading thing. Like, it's like, we don't know what to do. You know what? Let me just quit this. Let me quit it now. Oh, I think my browser got an update. Yeah, some BS. Oh, God. Anybody get the new update for Opera GX? You got that annoying guy yelling at you when it starts up? That's a little tedious. Oh, there you go. So, yeah, it was an update. Yep. Never mind. No, but this one isn't. Okay, that one is, but the other one isn't. No, I'm going through different things here. Maybe it's just that subreddit. Whatever. Eventually, Tekken 10 will be called Tenkin. Maybe. You think they'd be that clever? Comes out January 26th. All right, January 26th. I haven't even been able to play a lot of Street Fighter 5. Let alone 6. Let alone Tekken. Speaking of Wallace and Gromit, I heard that the creators of the new movie that are coming out are running out of clay to make the film because there is a shortage. Why is there a shortage of clay? That's literally what the earth is. Yeah, just put your hand in the dirt. Dig deep. Get some clay. The hell? Dude, we're running out of clay. Dude, look under your feet. God. Hope they make another Soul Calibur. Last one was only okay. They can get it from my house, dude. Yeah, just find some clay houses, tear them down. We got to make a Wallace and Gromit film. The company that makes it went out of business. What company? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know, some company they sourced it from. Oh, all right. Well, they're not another clay company in the UK? There's only one supplier of clay. And how do you go out of business being a supply... Whatever.
The shortage is due to the special clay they used. The company that makes it went under because only Wallace and Gromit bought it.
That doesn't even make any sense, but apparently they bought enough to wipe out their entire supply. Wouldn't that be like, we ran out of stock, we sold so much of it? Like, what? It's only a special clay? You know what? And maybe not work with just special clay made by one company that went under, Oh my God, it's like the Jack White approach to claymation where you're only using particular recording materials that just don't exist and you can get from one company that exists on the other side of the planet. I only record my music on vinyl whose wax was pressed from this one particular country that no longer exists and is now infested with guerrilla warfare. It gives it a different sound. Stop being so particular. Use cassettes. Probably has to be a specific type of clay that holds its shape and, well, doesn't dry quickly. I guess. Sometimes you drink you do it. Say what? We're sold out. Yeah, we're sold out. We don't have any more, bro. There's a clay shortage. That's just so weird to me. Ugh. Hey, we should do claymation. No, we're not doing that. Oh, man. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do, because I've been sitting for... Oh, good, we got an ad break coming up in 2 minutes. Good. I was just about to say. Well, it's actually now. All right, we're going to take a break, but there you go. Taking a break. If you're on YouTube, I'll probably split this up, so I'm going to do an end screen here real quick, and then I'm going to come right back. All right? Because I'm going to move around, do a thing, and then I'll probably drag Steve out of his coffin. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Unless you're on YouTube. Then thanks for being here.